The airlock hissed open, and Sam stepped out, boots crunching on the red Martian dust. 6 months working in the asteroid fields, and here he was, back on Mars, his first stop after leaving Earth. The novelty had long worn off. Mars was dry, lifeless, and everything tasted like rehydrated cardboard. He dragged his duffel bag past a line of hollow ads promising out-of-this-world adventures and a taste of Kepler delights. But the only thing on Sam's mind was food, real food, something with spice, something that could convince him, for just a moment, that he was alive. At the mining outpost, meals had been functional, protein cubes, hydroponic algae, and ration bars that were technically nutritious, but tasted like stale regret. His colleague, Lortek, had once joked they were designed to kill the soul while leaving the body intact. Sam hadn't laughed then, but now the thought of Lortek made his lips twitch. The two had spent endless hours floating in the void, directing drones through asteroid clusters. Lortek, with his luminous green eyes and unsettling habit of chewing on metal washers, had been the closest thing to a friend Sam had out there. They'd shared a lot, work gripes, ridiculous jokes, and dreams of better food, and now here he was, standing before a glowing neon sign that read, Zorton's Galactic Grill. The sight of it made his stomach growl. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of sizzling meat and alien spices. The walls shimmered with projected images of exotic dishes, glistening tentacle skewers, bubbling soups, and most importantly, something Sam had been fantasizing about for weeks, a Crunchwrap Omega. He approached the counter where a cashier, a lithe being with pale lavender skin and 6 delicate fingers, greeted him. Her name tag read, Shalvey. "Welcome to Zorton's. What can I get for you?" she asked, in a tone that was just on the polite side of indifferent. "Crunchwrap Omega," Sam said, his mouth already watering. "And whatever the spiciest sauce you've got is." Shalvey's violet eyes widened slightly. "You mean the Orion Choice Spicy Mars sauce?" "That's the one," Sam confirmed, grinning. Shalvey hesitated. "It's rated at 5 million Scovilles. That's significantly spicy. It requires a signed waiver." "Waiver?" Lortek's voice startled Sam as the tall, spindly miner slid into line beside him. His iridescent skin shimmered faintly in the grill's warm light. "It can cause bodily harm from being spicy? Why the hell would someone—" He turned to Sam. "Human, why are you signing it?" Sam, pen in hand, scribbled his name without hesitation. "Didn't you hear the lady cashier? Gotta sign it to get my spicy sauce." Lortek groaned, his green eyes narrowing. "I've seen you survive asteroid hull breaches without a scratch. But this? You're willingly ingesting something that makes your insides rebel. Why?" Sam shrugged, a lopsided grin spreading across his face. "Worth every second of it. If my food doesn't bite back, what's the point?" A steaming tray clattered onto the counter. Shalvey handed it over with a carefully neutral expression, but Sam caught a flicker of amusement in her eyes. "Enjoy," she said, sliding the sauce packet across with a flourish. The Crunchwrap Omega was perfection. Layers of savory fillings wrapped in a grilled tortilla, its aroma rich and tantalizing. Sam tore open the sauce packet and drizzled the fiery liquid over his food. The first bite was heaven. The second brought tears to his eyes and sweat to his brow. By the third, his throat burned, his sinuses cleared, and his entire body felt alive, as if the sauce had ignited something long dormant. Lortek watched with equal parts horror and fascination. "You're insane." Sam took another bite, grinning through the fire. "Maybe, but this is what I've been waiting for." As the last crumbs disappeared, Sam leaned back with a sigh, eyes gleaming with satisfaction. Lortek shook his head. "Explain this to me," Lortek said finally. "Why do you do this to yourself?" Sam wiped his mouth and looked up at him, a twinkle in his eye. "Because," he said, holding up the empty sauce packet, "sometimes you need to feel alive, even if it hurts."